Hi everyone, Radhe Radhe. In this video, we're going to be doing chapter 17, verse 28, and this is the last verse of the 17th chapter. And after this, we're going to be starting the very last chapter of the entire Bhagavad Gita. I can't believe that this has almost been 2 years. I'm just shocked over and over again that it's been almost 2 years, and it's continuing. Like I am so grateful because I am so scared of making any kind of commitment, and potentially this was the first commitment that I made after I don't know years, where I really made this commitment overnight. I was listening to this Bhagavad Gita with Chaitanya Charan Prabhu, his series, Gita Light series, on his YouTube with a friend, and it was just that day I just made a snap decision that I'm going to start this 2-year project. I never do that. I'm so afraid of making commitments because I feel like I break them all the time. But it just felt so clear that I'm going to do this. I'm going to do, and everything was clear about it. It's not like how do I do it, what do I do. It was very simple. I'm going to do one verse every day, and I'm going to do a video for each verse, and that's it. And I'm just going to read it, and I'm just going to learn along with you guys, and that's it. I mean, it was so clear. There was no confusion, and it just started the very next day, and it just continued the way from that time onwards. And it helped me so much because now I have a million more commitments that I have during my week. I have services at the temple that I'm completely committed to, that I am responsible for, and I have to be there. And I am committed to lectures or classes or like things that I'm listening to, or other things, like all kinds of things that I've committed to. My week is filled now, but it started with this one thing. So yeah, I mean, this is when it feels aligned, like that clear, that instant clear, and when it feels aligned, then things just happen. And now I'm almost scared, like, when this is going to end, what am I going to do next? I don't know what I'm going to do next. I'm very afraid of doing these as well, because I don't want these to be visible to anybody. Any of the people that I look up to, I don't want anybody, or anybody even in my temple, I don't want anybody to know about this. Of course, people do know about this, and they come up to me and they tell me, oh, I saw your videos, and I'm like, oh no, please don't. Because it's embarrassing. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just learning along with you guys. But it's and people are usually very kind, but I don't know what they're thinking inside. Look at her, this stupid girl, thinking that she can, I don't know, what does she think she's doing, that kind of thing. But okay, here I am. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. They're right. I have no idea what I'm doing. But here I am. I'm doing something. Okay. So let's do this last verse. Let's call out to Bhagwan Shri Krishna, and let's hope that he helps us. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Dear Bhagwan Shri Krishna, please help us understand what you're trying to explain in these verses in your Gita. And thank you so much for giving us access to this, and thank you for giving us this birth in a human form in this lifetime right now, where we're able to actually understand, and where we're able to have access to so much material, so much wealth of knowledge that you've provided for us in terms of the Shastras that you've given yourself in the Bhagavad Gita, in terms of the Srimad Bhagavatam, and that Dvaita has written, in terms of just all kinds of things, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Shikshashtakam, and all the texts that came from the Shishyas of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and the disciplic succession from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and all of the current people who are there, who are just nourishing my life so much. Chaitanya Charan Prabhu, like mad. I love listening to him. He posted a lecture on Gopi Geet just a few hours ago, and I started listening to it, and I love listening to him. I can just listen to him. I love listening to him. And then so many other people. I'm listening to Hari Parshad Prabhu now, his Upadeshamrit, which is just wow, just wow. So thank you so much for giving us all of this wealth of knowledge, and please give us the motivation to do the most important, give me the motivation to do the most important thing that I could be doing with my entire life right now, is to chant. Please give me the motivation to chant with my entire heart and soul, and please give us Krishna prem. Okay, so let's sing the verse together. अश्रद्धया हुतं दत्तं तपस्तप्तं कृतं च यत् असदित्युच्यते पार्थ न च तत्प्रीत्य न इह. Anything done as sacrifice, charity, or penance. So these three things, again, he's talked about in this entire chapter. Anything done as these three without faith in the Supreme is impermanent. It is called asat, and it is useless in both this life and next. Okay? It is false. So basically what we need to do is whatever sacrifice we do, he's talked about sacrifice in the three modes, charity in the three modes, penance in the three modes, austerities. But if it's all done without faith in the Supreme, it is impermanent and it is called asat. So whatever we do, we should have faith in the Supreme, and then do all of these things. In order to establish that all Vedic activities should be performed with faith, he explains that if we don't do it without faith, if we do it without faith, then it is futile. He says they do not get good fruits in this life or the next. And they do not, it should not be based on, and then this is the important thing, it should not be based on one's own impressions. It should be based on the infallible authority of the Vedic scriptures and the Guru. This is the essence of the 17th chapter. Now let's see what Bhaktivinoda Thakur says. He says, O Arjun, whatever yagya, charity and austerity is performed without nirgun shraddha, nirgun shraddha is just shraddha, like faith with no other attachment, just pure faith. All such activities is called asat. All such activities are without benefit for this life or next. Therefore, entire Shastra teaches nirgun shraddha. That's what the entire goal of the Shastra is, to teach faith. Nishtha, basically, I think, is one of the things that we get to in the Bhakti Lata Beach. By rejecting the Shastra, one rejects nirgun shraddha. Nirgun shraddha is the only seed for the creeper of bhakti. I did say Bhakti Lata Beach. Did I say it or whatever? Nirgun shraddha is the only seed. In this chapter, it's been explained that all activities performed while taking shelter in transcendental shraddha leads to Jiva's liberation. Thus ends the 17th chapter. Yay, we're going to be doing the 18th chapter, which is, I think, the one where Bhagwan Shri Krishna says that you can follow whichever path you say, but I am going to say, if you want to follow, Arjun asks, no, please tell me which one I should follow. And then Bhagwan Shri Krishna says, okay, if you want to do everything, if you want to listen to me, then you do bhakti, but otherwise you can follow whatever path you want. I mean, this is like very clear. I am not attached. You follow whatever path you want, you will get results based on what you. So it's my example that I always give is, if you want to go to A, like I'm going to point there, if you want to go there, you have to take this path that goes there. If you take this path there, then you will never achieve here. You'll never attain this destination. So these different paths lead to different destinations, and you can't take one path and expect a different destination, right? You can't sow an apple seed and expect a mango fruit to come out of that tree. It's not possible. If you sow an apple seed, you're going to get an apple fruit. If you take this path, you will go get to that destination. If you take this path, you'll get to that destination, unless you change your path and come here. So you have to choose your path. You have to, and in the beginning, like when I started this process 2 years ago, I I didn't know which path to take, because all the fruits look very different and they're all far away, and I have no idea which fruit is better, which fruit is not. So then I took little paths across there. I took paths on the impersonal Brahman path. I took paths there. I took path there. I took that path. Little, go there, come back, go there, come back, go there, come back, that kind of thing. And then when I got to know a little bit more and I could see the fruits a little bit more clearly, and then I was like, okay, I like this bhakti path very much, very much. This is what I want. I want to become a Gaudiya Vaishnav. This is the path that is right for me. So then I dropped all those other paths and I started walking towards this path, and now I'm on this path. So this is the option that everyone has. And of course, when you go deep, you can go deep into one path and then change as well, but the change is harder because you've gone deeper into that path, but it's still possible. Okay, so that's it for this chapter, this video. Wish you a day filled with lots and lots of spiritual growth and Krishna's mercy. Radhe Radhe. See you in the next video.